So we're at game 3. Rin, taking it to Team TCO, is now going up against Narukami user Bakura. Rin took a double mulligan, unlike the one team battle in which she didn't know she could. This time she does, and hopefully it means she won't misride. Rin fighting aggressively. Gets 1 damage out of her opponent, but not 2, because the trigger didn't appear. If a trigger did appear, she would have been at a very strong advantage, but not to be. Bakura's turn to go in. Starts by going for the rear guard, but it's blocked. Second attack is also for the rear guard, and also blocked. No, wait, yes, the third one is for the vanguard now, and she's not guarding that. He gets a critical. Rin rides Blaster Dark and calls out Mana. Drops a Mordred to get a Mordred, so now we know that Rin isn't misriding. Took the double mulligan, so there's always that fear, but it's good to know that's not what's going to happen. Rin should know how to deal with brawlers. One of her main clans is Narukami. And there is a particular brawler player in DS who she's very familiar with. And as long as this person doesn't do the same things that one does, then Rin's going to be okay. Rin decides to take out his rear guard so that he doesn't have a lot of rear attacking options. He can't Legion this turn anyway, so it doesn't matter how much he has in drop zone right now. 2 passes the Vanguard, and he gets a heal trigger. Heals the perfect guard so that it can be used as a unflipper, and also gets a critical. So Rin gets a draw trigger and a Phantom Blaster. The damage is 4-1 right now, but Rin isn't horribly in the negative yet. Bakura doesn't guard the Vanguard. That could be a mistake. Because now Judge Bow activates, and she gets 2 Swordbreaker Angels. Well, Blackwing Swordbreaker. And now she can Soul Blast 2 and draw 2. And one of them is Blaster Dark Revenger, so she can use it in case she needs it to Legion. And now 16 to the Vanguard, which can still hit. He doesn't guard. He can Legion, but you'd have to take the perfect guard out of the drop zone. And he's doing it. Not that it means much, to be honest, because oh, we got a grade 3 from that ability. But it wasn't the original Big Bang, so not going to get the cross ride status. But he is going to gain 5k and gain the ability to attack 4 units at once. He's chosen his 4. Mana, Macart, Masquerade, and the Vanguard. Making sure to take out all the Revengers at once. Rin didn't guard anything and no triggers appeared, lucky for her. And she has to drop 3 cards to guard it. She didn't have any 10k shields. Break Ride into Phantom Blaster. And she can counterblast 1 to get out a unit. Likely is going to be Macart. And there it is. So now with Legion, she can get out another Revenger with Macart automatically. So as long as she has 1 in hand, she'll have the ability to do it. Depending on Bakura's hand, it could end here. And depending on what Rin drive checks, it could end in the turn after. She returned critical trigger, heal trigger, and blaster dark, which is what she used the Legion. Always good to return a mate when you don't want to count how many mates you have in the deck. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so she did likely have one left, but better not to risk it. And he's residing himself to guarding the Vanguard. Interesting play because it's in Break Ride. So that's a 2-pass. Heal trigger. And not a trigger. And now for the skill. Counterblast 2, retire 3. I think he was hoping for a trigger in one of those damage checks, but it didn't happen. He does get a perfect guard. That doesn't unflip. Rin got 2 heal triggers out of that, but none of them worked because he got to 5 damage before it had a chance to do anything. No, wait, one of them worked because that... So now attacking 20k to everything. That's no pass to the Vanguard. Unless she's saving the rears too. Oh no, now it's no pass to the Vanguard because it gains 5k. Okay. So 33 to critical. Rin might not have guard. With 3 cards in hand, that's a lot to ask for. If he didn't get the critical, Rin could have ended it in the next turn, but he did. Good games, Rin, you did really well. And now we move on to the next person, who is Zane, actually.